Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bharat Anveshan with your host Rajiv Kulkarni. आज का दिन है अप्रैल 26th, 2026. हाँ जी, already 4 months of this year has passed, and now we are almost into the 5th month of this year 2026. आज का दिन एक स्पेशल दिन है. हमारे साथ एक स्पेशल गेस्ट जुड़े हुए हैं, उनके बारे में हम बताएंगे थोड़ी देर में. एंड उसके लिए थोड़ा आपको इंतज़ार करना पड़ेगा. उसके पहले हर इतवार को ये कार्यक्रम शुरू होने के पहले हम उस परमात्मा को याद करके शुरू करते हैं. आज भी उस भगवान को याद करके ये कार्यक्रम शुरू करेंगे. आइए.
रुद्राय रुद्र रुद्राय घोर रुद्राय अघोर रुद्राय मार्तांड रुद्राय अंड रुद्राय ब्रह्मांड रुद्राय चंड रुद्राय प्रचंड रुद्राय दंड रुद्राय सूर रुद्राय वीर रुद्राय भव रुद्राय भीम रुद्राय अदल रुद्राय विदल रुद्राय सुदल रुद्राय महादल रुद्राय रसादल रुद्राय दलादल रुद्राय पादाल रुद्राय नमो नमः.
ओम शिवोहम रुद्रनामं भजेहम्.
ओम शिवोहम रुद्रनामं भजेहम्.
वीरभद्राय अग्निनेत्राय घोरसंहारः सकललोकाय सर्वभूताय सत्यसाक्षात्कारः.
शम्भो शम्भो शङ्कर.
ओम शिवोहम रुद्रनामं भजेहम्.
हर 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 महादेव. ओम नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वदाय च दूरे वदाय च नमो अन्ते च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयोपवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च.
अंड ब्रह्मांड कोटि अखिल परिपालना पूर्णा जगत्कारणा सत्य देव देव प्रिया. वेद वेदार्थ सारा यज्ञ यज्ञोमया निश्चला दुष्ट निग्रह सप्तलोक संरक्षणा. सोम सूर्याग्निलोचना
ऋषभवाहना
शूलपाणि भुजंग भूषणा
त्रिपुरनाशरक्षणा
व्योमकेश महासेन जनक पंचवक्त्र परशुहस्त नमः. ओम शिवोहम रुद्रनामं भजेहम्.
Good morning and good afternoon and good evening and welcome to Bharat Anveshan with your host Rajiv Kulkarni. हाँ जी, आज का दिन है अप्रैल 26, 2026. समय हो रहा है अभी 10:35 यहाँ डैलस, जो CST बोलते हैं हम लोग, सेंट्रल स्टैंडर्ड टाइम ऑफ यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स बोलते हैं. और इंडिया में हो रहा है अभी 9:05 शाम का, और वो भी संडे इवनिंग होता है. बहुत ही आराम से सुकून माइंड लेके अपना खाना वाना खा रहे होंगे. कोई चाय कॉफ़ी पी रहा होगा, कोई नाश्ता कर रहा है, कोई कुछ कर रहा है, तो लेकिन भारत अन्वेषण कार्यक्रम ज़रूर देख रहे होंगे। चलिए, आज का कार्यक्रम शुरू करने के पहले सबसे पहले आप सबको मैं थैंक यू बोलना चाहता हूँ। जो दर्शक हैं, हर इतवार को ये कार्यक्रम देखते हैं, अपना समय देते हैं और हमको अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, और हमारे जो लिंक है उसको भी शेयर करके सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए सपोर्ट करते हैं। थैंक यू ऑल सो वेरी मच फॉर डूइंग दैट। और ऑलरेडी वी आर नाउ मोर देन 6000 प्लस सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं, और 7000 होने वाले हैं बहुत जल्दी। तो ये सब आपके वजह से है। और जो हमारे संदीप सदानंदप्पा जो है बेंगलुरु में बसे हैं, जो टेक्निकली मेरे को सपोर्ट करते आए हैं, थैंक यू वेरी मच संदीप फॉर बीइंग देयर ऑलवेज। चलिए, आज हमारे साथ एक स्पेशल गेस्ट जुड़े हुए हैं जिनके बारे में थोड़ा सा एक इंट्रो मैं करना चाहता हूँ। एंड he is an engineer, basically mechanical engineer. He worked as a sales engineer at Asia Automotive Limited in Nasik. He worked as a sales engineer at Madison Private Limited in Nariman Point, Mumbai. He worked as senior marketing engineer for Technocrat Plasma Systems in Goregaon, Mumbai. Then he worked as territory manager for Advani Orlicon in Bangalore and in Hubli. And then on the academic side, he worked as a lecturer on the R.N. Shetty Polytechnic College in Murdeshwar, then worked as assistant professor at HOD Department of Mechanical Engineering in Moodalakatte Institute of Technology in Kundapur in Karnataka, then worked as HOD Mechanical and associate professor at Girijapai Sahil Institute of Technology in Karwar. Then presently he is working as the principal professor at Dilkap Research Institute of Engineering and Management Studies, Neral, Maharashtra. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Shashank Vasant Divgi from Neral, Maharashtra. Welcome to the show, Shashank ji, and thank you very much. Good evening. Thank you very much for joining us today. मुझे पता है, as a principal of a college, it's not a small task. It's always like 24/7. आपको हमेशा एक अलर्ट होकर रहना पड़ता है, because you are handling bunch of the students there. इतने सारे students होते हैं, और and this particular place that you are working, it's a research institute of engineering and management studies है. That means you have tons of students there. Thank you very much for joining and willing to share your experience as a student of engineering college, and how you are now managing as a principal of the engineering college. Welcome to the show, Mr. Shashank. And सबसे पहले तो मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ, या हमारे दर्शक भी वेट कर रहे होंगे, ओरिजिनली आप कहाँ से हैं, और अभी जहाँ पे बसे हैं अभी कितने साल से बसे हैं?
Good evening, all of you. This is Dr. Shashank Vasant Divgi. Well, originally I'm from Kumta, a small place in North Canara in Karnataka state, where, let me talk about my family background in a very few words as such. We had my father and mother were staying in Kumta, and my father was a lawyer. He was a renowned lawyer at JMFC Kumta. And then our home was something like, every day there were about 50-60 guests who used to come and stay and go, and it is all open for our guests who used to come to us regularly. So this is how we have gone through our childhood, all through. And then, till 12th, I was all mama's boy. and I wasn't going anywhere except my home and my schooling and my college. And soon after my 12th, I had to join Anjuman Engineering College at Bhatkal. Initially, it was a very difficult task to adjust with the scenario in Bhatkal Engineering College, where we had glimpses of ragging, and then had glimpses of, some kind of students and local, kind of conflicts where we had to sit back for months together at home. That was the scenario initially. But then, ultimately, with all bad things and all good things, I have learned how to live from our students, our friends, and our seniors from Anjuman Engineering College. So I would rather, I'm very happy that I'm a student. Still, I'm student of Anjuman Engineering College, where I have learned how to live. That is the teaching that I have got from Anjuman Engineering College, and I salute for it. Right, all my friends who
Absolutely.
were there with me in Anjuman have taught me a lot of things. So that is how it started. After my engineering, in fact, one of my senior colleague, whose name is Ashit Shetty, is also a mechanical engineer. Now stays in Nasik. He invited me to Nasik for and offered me a job at Asia Automotive Limited. My journey started from there, where I was more interested in welding and cutting industry.
Sure.
Asia Automotive was basically manufacturers of resistance welding machinery equipments
Okay.
and the electrodes. The journey started from there, and then it continued. I worked for Advani Orlicon, again welding industry. I worked for Technocrat Plasma System, where we worked for air plasma cutting machines, where a lot of exposure has been come through from all these companies. And then I had to change my career into academics with some of
So
the
we will
initial.
I will come
Yes.
to that. I will come to that for
Yes.
sure. But I just wanted to check with you that during this transformation of one company to another company, I saw that
Yes.
your profile said you worked on the sales side of it, and your background was mechanical engineering. So I also chose my beginning career as sales, right? So was it like you wanted to grab a job, or you had a passion towards sales? Why did you choose the sales as the career?
No, I did have a passion for sales. The reason is that initially engineering sales is not that only to go to the customer and sell our products.
Correct.
Engineering sales is basically you need to have a product information earlier, right? And then go to the customer and convince them that our product is good. So initially, I had to have the product knowledge, where I could get a lot of knowledge in material science, as well as the applications and the machines that we are supplying. So that was initially done. We have been given a lot of training initially at the plant area, and then we have asked to go into the market to convince our customers to go for our products. So basically, even if I am there in sales, I would naturally grab the
The
technical
engineering one.
knowledge
Yeah.
more than the sale kind of a thing.
Commercial, then the commercial one. Yeah.
Commercial way of working.
Yeah. So tell me one thing, when you started vertical engineering, yeah, it was quite difficult to change the environment that, you have been treated so well at home. And, you said in the beginning that you were a mama's boy till the 12th. तो which is definitely natural कि भाई जहाँ पे बैठे हो वहाँ पे सब कुछ आपको सर्व हो जाता था, राइट? खाना
That's
हो,
right.
खाना जे पीना जो खाने का है, अभी मेरे को ब्रेकफास्ट करना है, लंच करना है, जो भी है, लाइक जब ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हुआ कि भाई इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज जाना पड़ा, and then you went through that cycle of hardship. In those days we would call them as a hardship of learning tough things and trying to do everything on your own. अभी उसके बाद में then you started your career in the professional side, then the academic side, right? तो वो जो
Right.
जब इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ते थे एज ए स्टूडेंट और अभी जो आप पढ़ा रहे हो एज ए प्रिंसिपल और ए प्रोफेसर, आपको मतलब कैसा फीलिंग होता है जब आप नए नए जैसे स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं आपके कॉलेज में, कैसा फीलिंग होता है आपको, आप बताइए.
Now, a lot of changes right now. As we studied that, we never had the internet or any access.
Correct.
Anything that we wanted, we had to go to the library, sit there for hours together, look out for the books and other things, and take down the notes and other all those stuffs were there. But now everything is on the now for the students, everything is on their fingertips, right? You are going to get the notes on the mobile, you are going to get your texts in mobile, you are going to get the online classes at mobile, and all those things are available for the students. The only lack that I found right now is, we call it as Gen Z. Who gave that name Gen Z? I'm not very sure. But then I have also come to know that our generation, they called us Gen Y, Gen X and Gen Y. So Gen X and Gen Y was really difficult to grab the things. We had to do it. We ourselves had to do it. There was no other support for us to think about or preach about or anything of that sort. Now everything is with the students, but only problem that we are facing right now with the Gen Z students is that they don't they are not very flexible, they are very rigid. Their mindset in such a way that anything small problems they suffer, they cannot find a solution. They think the otherwise of it. Life is not to think otherwise. Even somebody fails, they start thinking of going for a suicide and other things. When we were there, we never thought about, or we never heard about anybody going for a suicide.
Yeah, that
Right?
is true.
Now,
Yeah.
for every small things, students are going for a suicide, which means that the mindset is such a bad shape right now that I request all my students and other students not to go for the ultimate things. You need to fight it out to get something good.
Very well said,
Right?
Dr. Shashank, and we'll take a break here and we'll come back and we'll continue our discussion.
Sure.
हे हे रोते हुए आते हैं सब, रोते हुए आते हैं सब, हंसता हुआ जो जाएगा वो मुकद्दर का सिकंदर, वो मुकद्दर का सिकंदर जाने मन कहलाएगा। रोते हुए आते हैं सब, हंसता हुआ जो जाएगा। वो सिकंदर क्या था जिसने जुल्म से जीता जहां, वो सिकंदर
क्या था जिसने जुल्म से जीता जहां, प्यार से जीते दिलों को वो झुका दे आसमां, जो सितारों पर कहानी प्यार की लिख जाएगा, वो मुकद्दर का सिकंदर, वो मुकद्दर का सिकंदर जाने मन कहलाएगा। रोते हुए आते हैं सब, हंसता हुआ जो जाएगा। जिंदगी तो बेवफा है, एक दिन ठुकराएगी। जिंदगी तो बेवफा है, एक दिन ठुकराएगी। मौत महबूबा है, अपने साथ लेकर जाएगी। मर के जीने की अदा जो दुनिया को सिखलाएगा, वो मुकद्दर का सिकंदर, वो मुकद्दर का सिकंदर जाने मन कहलाएगा। रोते हुए आते हैं सब, हंसता हुआ जो जाएगा, वो मुकद्दर का सिकंदर, वो मुकद्दर का सिकंदर जाने मन कहलाएगा।
लगा रखी है तूने सारे शहर में आग सी, मेरे तो कानों में बजती है तू हाँ किसी रात।
Good morning, good afternoon and good evening and welcome back again to Bharat Anveshan with your host Rajiv Kulkarni. आज का दिन है 26 अप्रैल 2026 सवेरे का 10:53 10:53 AM सेंट्रल स्टैंडर्ड टाइम ऑफ यूएसए। अभी आज हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं डॉक्टर शशांक वसंत दिवगी, जो प्रिंसिपल है महाराष्ट्र में, एंड वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक ही वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट। आजकल जो जनरेशन है, they are very rigid, they don't listen, they are just focused on what they want to do. And welcome back Shashank ji, after this beautiful song from the movie मुकद्दर का सिकंदर and किशोर कुमार जी के आवाज़ में। तो मैं हमेशा 2-3 गाने चुन लेता हूँ, थोड़ा सा ब्रेक हो जाता है और थोड़ा we can reformat our brain cells so that even the audience also, if they want to do something in those 2-3 minutes, they can do. तो शशांक जी चलते हैं आगे। हमारा जो बातचीत चल रही है about your journey, about how you were an engineering student, then now you are controlling the students of engineering college. तो आप अपने कॉलेज के बारे में ज़रा बताइए प्लीज़।
Well, my college name is Dilkap Research Institute of Engineering and Technology, right? Engineering and Management Service Studies at. It is located at Neral, rural area, basically outskirts of Mumbai.
अच्छा।
So it is outskirts of Mumbai, just after Kalyan station. It is about 45 minutes from Kalyan on a train side. And it is located in Raigad district.
अच्छा।
Located, the whole Neral comes in Raigad district, and the taluka place is called as Karzat.
अच्छा।
Karzat.
अच्छा। ओके।
Karzat.
कर्जत। हाँ ठीक है,
Yes.
ठीक है। हाँ।
I joined this firm in 2000, February 2000 as an head of the department mechanical. The same post that I was carrying in Karwar,
अच्छा.
right? And later, after working here for 3 years, I have been elevated to principal post. And right now, I am a principal of this engineering college since from last 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
तो आपको
Basically,
yeah, please continue. Yeah.
basically, my intention is now for I always tell my students not to go for a degree, but to go for a knowledge. Knowledge
अच्छा.
brings you everything, not a degree certificate. You know. So wherever you get a
शश
knowledge, you please go
शशांक जी,
ahead.
आप प्रिंसिपल हो के स्टूडेंट को बोलते हैं डिग्री के पीछे मत भागो, तो नॉलेज के पीछे भागो, तो वो तो कंफ्यूज नहीं हो
Right.
जाते हैं?
No, degree is a necessity. When you have a knowledge, you can gain degree very easily.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Where, without knowledge, then what you do to get a degree is to copy and do all those other things. You get a degree somehow. So that is not worth it.
Yeah.
That is what I tell my students. Initially, you have to have knowledge. Whatever you study, gain knowledge out of it, and then automatically you get a degree.
Okay.
That
Good.
is the
Yeah.
concept that I would always tell my students.
Yeah, it's a good concept, because unless and until you have knowledge, you cannot achieve degree anyway. And
Right.
if you are going after degree, then of course you won't have knowledge either way.
Correct.
So they are
Right.
both are interlinked, and they both complement each other. That's a good way of putting it. I think बहुत ही अच्छी बात है. तो जब आपको जब ये प्रिंसिपल का पोजीशन मिला, when you
Right.
become a principal, right? What was your feeling कि भाई now I am the
No,
principal?
initially, I had to look after the whole scenario as a principal. My main job is, to get academics in a good way. We
Okay.
are we are we are always thinking of our academics going good, so that the student who comes to our college will learn more and do nothing in the college is no good.
Yeah.
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 That is the main thing I have started in the college. But my thinking, apart from my thinking, my promoters, Mr. Dilip Kapoor, who is a builder basically in Western Mumbai, and his son Arjun Kapoor, they are also have a great hand in hand with me to make this college in a better way. Now we are having about 1,500 students in our campus.
Wow.
Yeah.
1,500. And how many faculties you have? Like
We have about 128 faculties altogether.
wow. And how many
We have
categories?
seven
Okay.
streams of engineering and 5 streams of diploma.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's very, very good. 1,500 students. So is it like both polytechnic and the engineering mixed, or is it only?
Yeah, it's a mix. It is one group. We work together. We don't differentiate anything. We all work together.
And so does it also, give an opportunity for the students once they complete the, degree or graduation? Do they get like some placement opportunities and so on and so forth?
Yes. Basically, after completing diploma, the student can opt for degree in their direct second year quota directly
Okay.
to us. That is an
Acha.
advantage for us,
Acha.
right? And second thing is once a student who is interested in academics, they can join our diploma courses as a lecturer.
Correct, correct. So they have some,
Yeah,
either way, some kind of placement is ready for them.
right, right.
Okay, that's very good. Good way of bringing the students and nourishing them and training them and grooming them and then become let them become what they want to, right? So it's fantastic
Right.
that way. So
Exactly.
being a principal, you also have the responsibility of teaching in the college.
Yes, I do teach because teaching is the important thing that I would not forget. All through the academics, I was in teaching,
Yeah.
and once I become principal, I cannot leave it. So I do teach machine design for the students. Since I am a mechanical engineer, I love to teach machine design and heat transfer subjects. And
Wow.
basically, the strength of material is my favorite.
So I know that you have the doctorate, right, attached.
Yes.
So in what
Yeah.
subject did you do the doctorate?
Doctorate, I have done it in heat transfer.
Heat
That was
transfer.
my, right from the beginning, that was my favorite subject as such. And I have done my work, PhD work in uh, heat transfer only.
Wow.
Yeah. It is basically the concept was now the new tradition which has come. The mobiles have gone into very small this thing gadgets. The laptops have gone into thin gadgets, and when these equipments are available in very small gadgets, the heat dissipation from the mobiles or the laptops or any other gadgets is very difficult. You cannot put a fan or something conventional cooling system is not available there.
That is
Neither the
true.
air will flow. You know,
Yeah.
it cannot be. The air cannot flow inside. On
Correct.
those basis, I need to have some heat pipes which are to be inserted. It is called as micro heat pipes. I have designed a micro heat pipe which can be inserted in the gadget, and then in the heat pipe I have some solution which is also a metal solution with nano solids which have been put in the liquid, and then it gets the heat being which has been heat being dissipated from the mobiles and other gadgets to the atmosphere easily. That was my concept of working on my PhD thesis.
Wow. So when you said a micro pipe in the gadget, right? And you
Yeah.
said that inserting some kind of a liquid metal cooling, right? So
Yes.
how small is the opening of those pipes? Like how
It's
much?
about 0.8 meter diameter. I have decided three variations of that. Point
Okay.
0.4 mm diameter pipes, 0.6 mm diameter pipes, and 0.8 mm diameter pipes. And then
Wow.
I have studied the behavior of it and then found 0.6 mm diameter pipes are good enough to take out the maximum heat coming out of the gadgets.
And there are also some kind of thermal interface material being introduced by using
Yes, yes,
silicon dispensing gels and so forth, which are directly being dispensed on the surface of the IC chips and printed circuit boards assembly, right?
yes,
Because to
yes.
dissipate the heat. What do you have any idea on those things, or
No, those are only small heat can be dissipated, but that heat dissipation will be there in the gadgets only. It doesn't come out of the gadget.
gadget? Okay.
That is the biggest problem there,
And now the
right?
by inserting that micro pipe that you're saying,
Yes,
is that being
yes.
implemented in the commercially mass production so far?
Yes, some of the gadgets it has been inserted. Some of the
Wow.
gadgets it has been inserted. Where the heat dissipation is very much required, it is being inserted.
Wow, that's fantastic, Dr. Shashank, because that's very nice to know that with your invention, with your thesis subject in your PhD, and this is being, being used and implemented in the commercial side. That's fantastic. Let's take a quick another break here, and then we'll come back and we'll continue our discussion.
बाकी सब सपने होते हैं, अपने तो अपने होते हैं, अपने तो अपने होते हैं। चन्ना वे जाके जल्दी चले आना, जाने वाले तैनू पिंड दिया गलियां पुकारेंगी, जाने वाले तैनू बागा विच गलियां पुकारेंगी। मुझसे तेरा मोह न छूटे, दिल ने बनाए कितने बहाने, दूजा कोई क्या पहचाने, जो तन लागे सो तन जाने। बीते गुजरे लम्हों की सारी बातें तड़पाती है, दिल की सुर्ख दीवारों पे बस याद ही रह जाती है। बाकी सब सपने होते हैं, अपने तो अपने होते हैं, अपने तो अपने होते हैं। चन्ना वे जाके जल्दी चले आना, जाने वाले तैनू पिंड दिया गलियां पुकारेंगी, जाने वाले तैनू बागा विच गलियां पुकारेंगी। तेरे संग लाड लगावा रे, तेरे संग लाड लगावा, तेरे संग प्यार निभावा रे, तेरे संग प्यार निभावा।
तेरे संग लाड लगावा वे, तेरे संग लाड लगावा, तेरे संग प्यार निभावा वे, तेरे संग प्यार निभावा।
मेरी दुआओं में इतना असर हो, हर दर्द गम से तू बेखबर हो। उम्मीदें टूटे ना मेरे आशियाने की, खुशियाँ मिले तुझको सारे जमाने की। तेरे संग लाड लगावा रे, तेरे संग लाड लगावा, तेरे संग प्यार निभावा रे, तेरे संग प्यार निभावा। बीते गुजरे लम्हों की सारी बातें तड़पाती है, दिल की सुर्ख दीवारों पे बस याद ही रह जाती है। बाकी सब सपने होते हैं, अपने तो अपने होते हैं, अपने तो अपने होते हैं। मेरी राहों में चाहे दूरियां हैं, इन फासलों में भी नजदीकियां हैं। सारी रंजिशों को तू पल में मिटा ले, आजा भी जा मुझको गले से लगा ले। तेरे संग लाड लगावा रे, तेरे संग लाड लगावा, तेरे संग प्यार।
Good morning, good afternoon and good evening and welcome to Bharat Anveshan with your host Rajiv Kulkarni. आज का दिन अप्रैल 26, 2026। अभी अभी आपने गाना सुना, अपने पिक्चर का गाना है, धर्मेंद्र के ऊपर पिक्चराइज किया हुआ है। बहुत ही सुंदर सा गाना एंड ब्यूटीफुली कंपोज बाय हिमेश रेशमैया। चलिए, आज हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं डॉक्टर शशांक दिवगी साहब फ्रॉम महाराष्ट्र में, जो एक इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज है दिलकप करके, तो उसके प्रिंसिपल बने हैं एंड ही हैज़ बीन द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ दिस कॉलेज फॉर द लास्ट 3 years। तो बहुत ही अच्छे अच्छे बातें अबाउट हिज एक्सपीरियंस, अबाउट हिज इन्वेंशन या थीसिस बोलिए, जो पीएचडी में उन्होंने किया, जो हीट ट्रांसफ़र के ऊपर बहुत ही ज़्यादा उनको इंटरेस्ट है, उसी के ऊपर उनका काम चला था, जो पीएचडी उन्होंने हासिल किया है। तो वेलकम बैक शशांक जी आफ्टर दिस ब्यूटीफुल सॉन्ग, आफ्टर दिस स्मॉल ब्रेक। तो tell me that recently I read also that you had applied for a patent or something like that. Can you explain something about that?
Yeah, I have about 6 patents in my name right now. Basically, 2 are the utility patents, which has been published at Indian Patent Office, and 4 are the design patents, which have been published in the Indian Patent Office.
That's
So
incredible.
my work is not only administration and teaching. I would love to have to get into the R&D all through. So
नहीं, बहुत ही
my
अच्छी
work
बात
is
है,
this.
because you are also giving to the industry what you have learned,
Right.
what you have gained. So ये जो पेटेंट जो आपने अप्लाई किया, उसके बारे में एक दो एग्जांपल बताइए ज़रा हमारे दर्शकों को।
Well, the patents that I have right now is some utility patents. I'll
हाँ
just
जी,
go through it.
यस।
The recent one that I have gone through is on the a subject called a thermoelectrical energy recovery system and method for harvesting the waste heat from internal combustion engine.
ओके, तो इसके बारे में थोड़ा
Something
बताइए।
interesting.
या
Yeah, something interesting that I was going through. If you are a mechanical engineer, everyone knows that the machines that works in mechanical engineering are only about 30% efficient. Rest all the things are wastage. Something, and even in IC engines, if you can think about where we run, most of the heat is being wasted rather than useful. So whatever the heat that is being delivered to the from engine side to the atmosphere, that can be harvested with a system and also can be used, reutilized it in the engine itself, like its electrical systems or the brake systems or something of that sort. We can use it. I have used it for electrical systems. The same engine can be rediverted and get into the battery. Battery can be recharged with the same heat converted into electrical energy, and then battery has been battery recovers that energy,
एनर्जी।
electrical energy, and then can be utilized in the electrical system of the IC engines.
Okay.
Basically, that is the patent that I have gone into, and it has gotten published with Indian Patent Office.
So this particular battery जो system है, the energy
Yeah,
is being used in the electrical system आपने बताया. So this
yeah.
battery is, I mean, in what application does it go? Is automotive or
It is in automotive. It is in
okay,
automotive. Most of the this basic patent will go into automotive. The engines, we have fixed one small gadget which recovers the heat from the engine, which is going to atmosphere, that it collects it and it converts it into electrical energy, right? And then
yeah,
stored in the battery, and the same energy can be utilized.
utilized. So basically
Yeah,
thermal energy into electrical energy and then it's stored,
that's
then
right.
can be used. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
That's very nice. That's very nice.
Yeah.
So is it being implemented commercially as of yet or how?
No, as of now, I am in discussion with some of the automobile industries now, so that I can help them in doing this. You
Okay,
know,
great, great. So that is simply fantastic because that will definitely, make your name shine. Number one, that
yeah,
is also will make the college name shine, where you are the
yeah.
principal right now, and also it will definitely a proud moment for the engineering your friends where you have studied in back in Bhatkal. For them also it
That's
will
right.
be, yeah, it will be
I definitely give credit to all my friends who are there in engineering college, because they are my supporters all through. If
so
you could
that's
know, you are also a part of it. Our engineering college friends, alumni, do have a lot of social work with ABC, you know,
yeah,
helping our own students with finances or medical help or anything of that sort. They are helping our own students if they are in need.
that is true.
Similarly, we do meet every 2 years in a reunion. That is again a fantastic job our alumni is doing.
Yes, yes. I think that is the beauty of the college alumni, and how people meet and exchange their experiences, and also on the social front as well as on the professional front. So very
Right.
good, Dr. Shashank. And anything else you want to share to our audience?
Well, for audience, problems do come. Everyone will have some or the other problems. I want to share it that don't run behind with the problems. You have to face it, and problems do have solutions. Find out the best solutions that you have. Fight the problems, and you definitely will come out. Fly in flying colors.
Fantastic, fantastic. सो दर्शकों को ये बताऊं कि डॉक्टर शशांक दिवगी जो है, ही स्टडीड इन कॉलेज इन नॉर्थ कैनरा डिस्ट्रिक्ट इन कर्नाटका. इस कॉलेज नेम इज़ अंजुमान इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज. और इत्तेफाक की ये भी है कि हम भी उसी कॉलेज के प्रोडक्ट हैं, एंड वी वर द सीनियर मोस्ट ऑफ द कॉलेज व्हेन द कॉलेज हैज़ बिगैन. एंड हमको बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि जो हमारे कॉलेज से जो पढ़ के जो है इतने एक लेवल तक किसी ने अपना जो हासिल किया है, और वो भी जो है जहाँ जहाँ पे जो इंजीनियरिंग की बात आती है, टेक्नोलॉजी की बात आती है, उन्होंने 5 या 6 जो पेटेंट जो है हासिल किया है. एंड दैट इज़ ए वेरी 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 प्राउड मोमेंट फॉर अस, as because he belongs to the same college that we studied, and he holds 6 patents in India in the patent office in various subjects, but in the mechanical engineering side of it, and which is helpful for the industry. And that is what his main goal is, to help the industry by using that patent. And thus his knowledge of earning and sharing can be done at the same time. तो भाई और बहनों, मैं ये बोलना चाहता हूँ कि सिर्फ नॉलेज हासिल करने से हमारा ज़िंदगी जो है ख़त्म पूरा नहीं होता है. हासिल करो लेकिन उसको शेयर भी करो, तब उसका एक मीनिंग होता है, तब उसका एक महत्व अपने को एहसास होता है कि भाई हमने कुछ हासिल किया है ज़िंदगी में, जो हम शेयर कर रहे हैं और जो हम बांट रहे हैं. एंड जैसे कि इंग्लिश में कहावत है कि शेयरिंग इज़ गिविंग, राइट, और गिविंग इज शेयरिंग, समथिंग लाइक दैट, राइट. सो जो आप देते हैं तो उससे जो है आपका भी नॉलेज बढ़ता जाता है ना. जितना आप बांटते हैं उतना नॉलेज आपका भी बढ़ता जाएगा, बिकॉज आपका जो है ब्रेन में और भी ज़्यादा जो है स्पेस बनता जाएगा और नॉलेज एक्यूमुलेट करने में. तो आज हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं मिस्टर डॉक्टर शशांक दिवगी साहब, जो प्रिंसिपल है, जो नेरल, राइट, नेरल महाराष्ट्र, नरेल,
Yes, yes,
या
yes.
या सो नेरल महाराष्ट्र में जो दिलकप इंस्टीट्यूट, एक इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज जहाँ पे पॉलिटेक्निक और इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज दोनों इकट्ठे ये पढ़ाते हैं. एंड देर आर 1500 स्टूडेंट्स who are learning different subjects in the engineering college. So Shashank ji, I think we are almost at the end of the
Yeah.
show. तो और
Yeah.
कुछ आपको मैसेज देना है हमारे दर्शकों को, प्लीज.
Well, I have also published about 2 books
हाँ जी.
now in
हाँ
the
जी.
manufacturing process 1 and manufacturing process 2. Anyone who would like to have, I can give them the copy. Anyone who is interested, I can give them the soft copy as well, right? And I am also working on some other 2 books which would be published shortly. One is product design and development. The other one is on 3D printing.
Very nice, very nice. So would you like to share your email ID or anything so that people can write to you?
My email ID, my personal email ID is shashankdivgi98@gmail.com. I
Shashank,
repeat,
yeah.
shashankdivgi98@gmail.com. And my official email ID is dilcap.principal@gmail.com.
Okay, thank you so much,
Please
Shashank
note it.
ji.
Anything that you require, please talk to me or connect to me. I am ready to help you out in everything. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shashank ji. And that is again Shashank Divgi 98@gmail.com. तो आप इनको लिख सकते हैं. आपको जो भी है, आपको पढ़ना है, आपको सीखना है, या जो भी रेफरेंस लेना है, डेफिनेटली ही विल बी देयर टू हेल्प यू आउट. चलिए, विद दैट आपका दोस्त, आपका होस्ट साइन ऑफ करना चाहता हूँ आज का ये शो. And thank you all very much for watching the show and supporting the channel as always. So continue to subscribe the channel please, क्योंकि ज़्यादा सब्सक्रिप्शन होता है तो ज़्यादा व्यूअरशिप होता है, which will help our guest to उनको भी एक अच्छी तरह सपोर्ट मिल जाती है कि भाई इतने लोग वॉच कर रहे हैं और ज्ञान भी जो है ना प्राप्त होता है उनको. तो प्लीज़ डू सब्सक्राइब एंड सपोर्ट भारत अन्वेषण. हमारा लक्ष्य ये है कि जो भारत में अच्छे चीज़ें बन रही है उनको आप तक पहुंचाने का एक मकसद है, एंड नथिंग एल्स. एंड दिस इज़ अ कमर्शियल फ्री चैनल, सिर्फ कम्युनिटी के लिए, सर्विस के लिए. विद दैट सेड, थैंक यू शशांक जी फॉर योर टाइम टुडे.
Thank you, Rajiv. Thank you. Thanks a lot of
Thank you all.
inviting me in this your show.
Sure,
Have a
sure.
great success in the coming days as well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Have a great evening, and thank you all. God bless.